you, I'll be in New York.
Oh!
I have maybe 7 lectures in New York and Philadelphia.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Already scheduled.
And I will search you on Facebook and I will
Yes,
send you the page.
It's
and
very easy.
Bonjour et bienvenue dans ce nouvel épisode de podcast dans lequel nous invitons un artiste bien particulier. C'est un artiste japonais qui a dédié sa vie à un jazzman. Je vous laisserai découvrir lequel. Et c'est un épisode particulier aussi de par sa longueur puisqu'il dure plus de 40 minutes. Et je suis sûre qu'il vous plaira parce que nous y avons mis tout notre cœur. Et je dois vous avouer que j'ai mon frère en backstage. Vous l'entendrez sûrement rire ou intervenir. Et je vous mettrai son compte Instagram aussi en légende. Et n'hésitez pas à vous abonner aussi à son compte parce que c'est un artiste qui, je suis sûre, vous plaira. Et voilà, je vous laisse écouter ce podcast. So the first question, very basic. Please, can you give me your name, your name, and your country?
Okay. My name is Yasuhiro Fujioka, but it's very difficult for everyone to remember. So everybody calls me Fuji, like Mount Fuji.
Wow.
And I'm from Osaka, Japan, and I was born in 1953. So now 71 years old. But still I'm walking, and working.
And still young.
Yeah, no, I'm getting older. So I need help, So Christian Ferguson, she helps me a lot. She picked me up at the airport and he takes care of me. Yesterday I went to the shopping. Yes, in Paris, Bon Marché. Bon, c'est bon. Yeah.
I love your energy.
Yes.
Amazing.
Since 1995, I came to France, to Jazz Juan, Antibes Juan Japan Jazz Festival, in between Nice and Cannes. There is the Cap to Antibes. It is the oldest jazz festival in Europe. Jazz Juan, since 1995. Every year, except the COVID 2 years, I come and cover the show. I'm also the writer and journalist and photographer. So I cover the show for the Japanese magazine.
Wow.
Since 1995.
1995 is the year of my birth.
You were born in 1995? Oh my God!
That's why I love jazz.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, I was so impressed, about the jazz festival. It's just a beachside seashore. There's a bandstand and the Mediterranean Sea, and the food was so nice and the wine was so nice. So I decided to come every year. Since I've been to Jazz Juan every year. So just yesterday I got the invitation from the organization, so I may go there. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Can you tell us a bit about your background, your studies, experiences?
Yes.
The beginning of your experiences.
Yes. I'm a kimono merchant.
Yes.
I have a kimono shop in Osaka, but I like music. When I was 14 years old, Beatles came, 1966, yes. And then I grabbed the guitar and then practiced 8 hours a day. So I could play guitar very well. So even I was a junior high school student, but I got the money 2 times.
Wow.
Yes, so they're just like a professional. But my study at the school is going down. So my teacher called my mom. And then teacher said to my mom, if he doesn't stop to playing guitar, there is no high school, nothing. quit it. So since then, I never play any guitar, nothing. But when I was in high school, that was 1970. I was 17 years old. I listened to the radio program. That was a jazz program, and I heard the music of jazz first time. Before that, I was a big fan of the Beatles, Rolling Stones, kind of like that, and also Western classical music, big fan. But the radio program I heard, that was Pithecanthropus erectus by Charles Mingus, bass player. So next day I rushed to the record store, and then I looked for that, and then I found out, yes, this is the Pithecanthropus erectus by Charles Mingus. But next to the Charles Mingus, there was another vinyl hit my hand. That was John Coltrane Ole. So I grabbed both of them and started to listen to the music by, the LP record. Yeah, but now you can listen to the music like a YouTube and Netflix or whatever. Yes, but people don't buy a CD. But now people start back to the LP records. Yesterday I went to the record shop with a Christian. There are lots of vinyls. Yeah. So within 5, 6, 7 years, I became a complete collector of John Coltrane. And then my friend, whose name is Mitsuo Jofu, he told me, Mr. Fuji, I show you another way. So he showed me unissued audio tape, unissued videotape, magazine, program, tickets, and all memorabilia, including photographs. Wow, what's a world? So I jumped into this world and then deep into the sea. And then never coming up surface like a submarine, always, like swimming under the sea. Yeah, like octopus garden. Yeah, so I still, most of my collection, I decided to donate to John Coltrane Home in Dix Hills, Long Island, New York. So probably more than 2,000 items I'm going to donate. Yeah, because I'm very old, so I decided to finish my life. So before finishing my life, I need to donate all my collection to the Coltrane Home. So we maintain, I'm a board of the Coltrane Home. So we have 2 houses. John Coltrane Home in Dix Hills, Long Island, New York. And the other one is Coltrane House in Philadelphia. We have 2 houses. So we need to open these for public, but we need the money. We have no money. But last December, we grabbed the $2.5 million US grant by some organization, but still we need the money. And just Google coltranehome.org. You will see where the like a link for donation. Okay, please.
I will put it on description. Maybe it will help.
Okay, good. I hope so. Yes.
And so your passion for the jazz was thanks to these vinyls and
vinyl.
Vinyl.
Oh yes, vinyl. Yes.
Yeah. And
that was there was no CDs, only vinyl.
Vinyl.
Yes, there's no video cassette tape, nothing. That was 1970, only vinyl or radio.
And it changed maybe your life. Does jazz change your life?
Yes, completely. Jazz changed my life. So now, almost 5 months a year, or this year 6 months a year, I'm in abroad. still chasing train. So this morning, Christian took me to the New Olympia Theatre, where John Coltrane played 4 times with Miles Davis in 1960 and with his own quintet in 1961 and 62, 63, 63, yes. He played 4 times in Paris. And also Sun Player one time, 1965. Also John Coltrane played Love Supreme Complete Suite at the Antibes Jonathan, 1965, July 26. So that's why I like France.
And how, more specifically, because a big part of your career was around John Coltrane, and so he had and still has an impact on your professional life.
Professional life, yes.
But excuse me.
Yes. Professional. I'm professional for the kimono merchant and also chef. I'm cooking for my friends, and also the jazz becomes one of my job profession. So I'm a consultant for the record company. I have a guest office in Universal Music in New York, one of the biggest record company in the world. They have a catalog like Beatles, Rolling Stones, and all big name artists. Yeah. So every equinox, spring equinox, autumn equinox, I go to New York a whole 1 month, stay there, and I go to the office to suggest I give my suggestion. 2026 will be John Coltrane Centennial. So they are going to have a special edition, special project. So I have 2 ideas. I present it, and then they agree, they take it. So I can't tell you now, but it will be fantastic idea. Yes.
Yes. Now you work on jazz.
Yes.
But so you have it had an impact on your career, but on your personal life. How can you describe the impact of the jazz and the music on your personal life, not your career?
No, mine. I think it's the same,
Same
collaborate thing with the personal life and the business, because
it's the same thing for you.
Yes, every time, like while I was driving car, I put a radio or a CD and listen to the music of jazz. And still like Beatles and Rolling Stones and of course jazz, many different types of jazz. Yes. So it's not, okay. I listen to the music 1 hour. I listen to I work for 1 hour. No. It's like a mixing, collaborating. So while I was working background music, playing jazz all the time.
Oh, that's so
Yeah. So
wow.
in my brain all the time, jazz.
And I have I love this question because I don't know how to answer to this question personally, but I love asking this question. Could you tell us about your key achievement or the project you are the most proud of?
Okay. One morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, I got a phone call. Are you Mr. Fuji? Yes, I am. Why are you calling? Yes, I'm a Hollywood movie director, musical director. I'm calling you because I called to the John Coltrane widow. She said to me, ask Fuji in Osaka. He has everything about my husband. That's why I'm calling you. What? Okay. What do you need? He said, I need a footage of John Coltrane playing. He wants to use it for the Hollywood movie starring Tom Cruise and Cameron Diaz. Oh my God. That was, so they used they used the footage from my collection, using for the Vanilla Sky. very well known, Hollywood movie. Tom Cruise and Cameron Diaz. That was one of my, biggest memory in my life. And yes, they use it for the hologram at the party scene. In probably their idea is kind of like a Dakota House in New York, Central Park West, but they use it for hologram, and Cameron Diaz like this. But hologram, she couldn't touch it. But at the end of the film, you will see my name, Yasuhiro Fujioka, special thanks or something. And also, most recently, like 2016, another Hollywood movie crew came to Osaka. I took them to, they did the interview with me in my house, Coltrane House in Osaka. And I took them to the Nagasaki, Kyoto, Tokyo, Yokohama, where John Coltrane been in 1966. So he toured to Japan in 1966. So it was very, very hot summer days in July. So July is very hot in Japan. That's why I escaped from Japan to go to Japan. It's very perfect weather. Good for swimming, almost no rain, but last couple of years it was very hot. But the first time I came there, I went there, I dressed a kimono, a summer kimono. This is the winter kimono. Yeah, but that was the perfect weather. So I like the southern part of the France, especially Côte d'Azur. Provence. Yes, Provence wine. Vin Provence, vin rouge, vin rosé, vin. Yes. I like, yes.
I'm sorry, I tried to hold it, but it's too hard.
Tu peux rire, franchement.
Yeah, yes.
I really love this question, really, because I had a good answer.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes. Yeah, but that was my biggest memory. And also, Chasing Train 2016, it will be screening tomorrow, November 22nd at the Sorbonne University. Yeah, but it's already gone when this will be broadcasting.
Ouais, quand ça sera diffusé, ça sera passé, on est désolé. Sorry.
But it's okay. You can see Netflix or a DVD or a Blu-ray. You can buy it, and you will see me, on the film.
I found it especially on Netflix because I already saw it, but donc du coup on peut le trouver déjà sur Netflix, en DVD, Blu-ray. Donc.
We hope when you will see or listen to this podcast, it will be on Netflix.
Ah oui, là, we really hope, on croise vraiment les doigts pour que ce soit le cas.
Ouais.
Okay.
I didn't know that in Japan you had a big culture of jazz. I thought it was the music of America and African American people, but Christian told me that in Japan you had a big culture of jazz. Can you talk a little bit about?
Yes, because after World War II, we were occupied by the United States. There are lots of, army base, air base, or navy base in Japan. Still, there are some in Okinawa or some part of Japan. So, but I don't like the war. So Coltrane interviews, he replied, any reason, please stop to any war. When he came to Japan, that was 1966, like a Vietnam War still going on. So Coltrane said, please stop it. So yes, we had a lot of influence from the American Army, Navy. They have a base and they have like a club performing the American musician as well as like a jam session with a Japanese artist. For example, like Toshiko Akiyoshi, she grabbed a grant by Norman Grants and went to the not to Smithsonian. Well, I forgot the name of the conservatory in Boston. What's it?
The Berkeley College Music.
Berkeley, yes. She grabbed the grant. See, and and after her, Sadago Watanabe and Terumasa Hino, all great cast into the Berkeley School of Music, and they imported real jazz to Japan. So we are very lucky, and we were so fascinated by the American art form, 20th century's art form they created, African American. Especially, jazz was born in New Orleans without French people. There was no jazz, I believe so. Because a quarter of it's called Creole, they created jazz. See? So without French people allowed their slave to grab the instruments, but other countries like Spain or France, French is good, prohibited, because, for example, like a drum is like a method for correspondence. Don, 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 don. It's like some signal to communicate. So most of the slave owner prohibited to play any instrument, but French Creole, French people, French slave owner allowed to possess any instrument for their slaves. So that's what happened in New Orleans, jazz. And then probably World War I, red light district in New Orleans, like I forget the name. Storyville was closed by the order of president. So it was closed district of jazz. But there is the Mississippi River. They took the boat going to the north, arrived in Chicago, and then they played another music in Chicago, like a ragtime or a big band, and going to the New York, and then in Harlem, Savoy Ballroom, Cotton Club. They have a dance show, Duke Ellington, Count Basie, but they don't like to play for the audience. They want to have a jam session. So there is a jazz club called the Minton's Playhouse in Harlem. Still exists. So when you go to the New York, you can visit Minton's Playhouse, and they have a jam session. The band leader was Teddy Hill from North Carolina, same as John Coltrane, hometown, and Tony Smoke, yes, Howard McGee. And then they start to play a jam session, improvisation. So they created the new modern jazz, bebop, Dizzy Gillespie, Charlie Parker, and then following Miles Davis and John Coltrane. So John Coltrane, he created his own sound, and still many people following him. But I can't play any instrument, no more, no guitar. So just I listen to the music. So my main things for John Coltrane is why he composed this tune, why he recorded this tune on this album. I want to know the background of the record. So I've been interviewing so many people, and then discover the new things. The one of the things I present this morning, there is one envelope. It said called Giavacan. I know George Giavacan, he's my friend. And that was an auction in the showcase. There was the envelope, it says called Giavacan. And then I flip over. George Giavacan just standing behind me. So I said, Mr. George, your name is on the envelope. What's happened to this? So he was going to tell in detail. So I think it's very, meticulous thing. So I reject this. This is good for like a conservatory or university things, not for the ordinary people. Yeah. Okay. If you like, I can talk.
Me, I like everything about jazz. So
Okay.
honestly.
Okay.
But I think I gave her the virus of jazz.
Yes.
I think she likes jazz more because of me.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
because in the beginning, I love classical music.
Oh, yes.
And maybe some music like ABBA.
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 Ooh, from Sweden.
Or Bob Marley.
Bob Marley. Yes.
Then, and Mahmoud came and he gave me the virus of jazz.
Good. Yes, Bob Marley, Miles Davis, and John Coltrane. 3 people, a hero for Mr. Carlos Santana. Yes, he's a big fan of John Coltrane. So he came my house 3 times. I visited his home 1 time because he played a Coltrane festival organized by the widow of the John Coltrane, Alice Coltrane. So I met him first time was 1989 at the Wilton Theater, probably in New York. In Los Angeles, California. And then we had the same passion, love John Coltrane. So we became immediately the good friend. So we corresponding and exchanging our collection each other. And then we became a good friend. So every time he played on a bandstand, even today, if you are a big fan of John Coltrane, you will listen because he quotes some music from John Coltrane, like a Blue Train, Africa Brass, or Peace on Earth, or Spiritual, or I Love Supreme. Every time, even today, he played John Coltrane music. So when he came to my house, I gave one of my collection, the photograph. He looked at my collection, many, and we talk about it like before dinner, 2 hours without drink and without eating nothing. He was so much interesting to see my collection. So one of them, he said, can I have this? Okay, sure, no problem. That was a picture. Picture was taken at the Lou Olympia Theater, November 17, 1962, at the backstage. Yes, that happened in Paris. Wow. The photographer was Roger Kasparian, and my friend Michel Delorme, who invited me to the Jonathan, he introduced me to Roger Kasparian, and I paid all, and I grabbed all. I bought whole negatives and original print and the copyrights. So I gave the one photographs to Carlos Santana. So he made the T-shirts, the Coltrane's face on, and he played. Yes, if you go to his show, every time he wearing T-shirts made by himself, the Bob Marley, Miles Davis, but mostly John Coltrane. Yeah, he's a big fan. Of course, like Eric Clapton and some U2, Bono from U2, and many people love John Coltrane.
Yeah. And that's a good transition to this one, because I was asking myself what makes jazz and John Coltrane the jazz a timeless genre, and John Coltrane, excuse me, timeless artist, and why it continues to resonate in so many people worldwide. I don't know if my question is.
Okay, yes.
Did you understand?
Yes. Probably your question is, my answer is like this. Because his music is very, Carlos Santana said to me, is very spiritual. Because his maternal grandfather were ministers of the church. So he was very special circumstance, very special situation. When he was young, there was a piano in his home, and also every Sunday he went to the church. So when I interviewed with Ravi Shankar, Indian star maestro, he said to me, John Coltrane was very, very different, very special musician, different from the other musician, because he was like, of course he was young, he was junkie, he was cocaine or alcohol, but he quit it in 1957 when he got a punch and body blow by Miles Davis. Yeah. And then the terrorist monk from North Carolina, he rescued him to play with him at the East Village 5 spot, 6 months almost. That was a very special occasion, 6 months. Yes, now, see, New York Blue Note, only 1 week, or Robert Glasper, whole 1 month. But 6 months, he played. So, okay, I forgot. So let me think. I was talking.
That John Coltrane is a spiritual artist.
Yes, spiritual artist. Yes, he was so spiritual. So Ravi Shankar said to me he was very different musician like others, because he was like a vegetarian. Oh yes, he came to Japan, he was already vegetarian, and he was so spiritual, and he wanted to learn Indian music, Indian culture, Indian religion, everything. So Ravi Shankar decided to prepare the studio in California to invite John Coltrane to training, teaching about Indian, all kind of. But that was 1967, in the spring of 1967. July 17, he passed away. So it's never happened. But Ravi Shankar said to me, exactly, I prepare a studio for training John Coltrane, but he never came. He died. If he lives longer, he became a disciple of Ravi Shankar, but not George Harrison or the Beatles. See, George Harrison became a disciple, student of the Ravi Shankar. They collaborated together. But if Coltrane lived longer, yeah, what happened Beatles? What happened George Harrison? Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ravi Shankar and John Coltrane, two of them, the one of also the George Harrison too, but they are like a key person for 20th century's music scene. Yeah. Because at that time, 1960s, there was a Vietnam War and the Cold War between Soviet Union and America, and also Cuba crisis, and also revolution in Beijing, like Mao Zedong, all. And also the most important thing was the civil rights movement, Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. See, that was a chaos moment in the United States, all over the world. That was 1960s. Coltrane was survived in that moment.
We can truly understand how much spiritual John Coltrane was,
and his impact on the jazz music and the world of music in general.
Yes, for example, like I Love Supreme, he put the poem, it's relate with the part 4 song, and you can sing a poem exactly the same notes of the part 4 of the Love Supreme. So that album will dedicate for, of course, God, thanks God, and also thanks for friends, thanks for family, and he changed everything, because in 1964 he grabbed he signed a contract, renewed the contract with the Impulse Record, the major record company, and he grabbed the advance money. He bought a house in Texas in Long Island, New York, 3.4 acres. It's like 13,000 square meter, big property. Unbelievable. Also, he put the recording studio in the basement. Also, he established his own copyright company, Joe called Music. And also his own recording company was John Coltrane Recording Corp. And also his own recording studio in the basement. And also Olatunji African Culture Center in Harlem. The Culture Center is a venue to perform African American art form, like music, dance, and the paint, and all stuff, poet. There are lots of venue, like even John Coltrane, he can play in a Carnegie Hall or Village Vanguard, wherever he wants. But he established his own venue, own place, Olatunji African Culture Center. Even he can access anytime he wants to the Rudy Vangel's studio, recording studio in the Inglewood Cliffs in New Jersey. But he made his own recording studio in the basement because he wants to be separate from the white. So this thing is very close to the Malcolm X, but not the Martin Luther King, because Martin Luther King, his idea was integrate between white and black, but Coltrane is more close to Malcolm X. That's why these 4 things he made by himself, but it's not happened, like a 2 months or 3 months, because he died. Age of 40, just 40. I'm 71. I'm so ashamed. I can't do anything. Yeah. When he came to Osaka, he visited a French restaurant called Argo. The chef knows he was a vegetarian. The chef cooked a vegetarian menu for him, and he was so happy. So he visited the restaurant Argo 4 times. And the owner, Mr. Kimura, he had another jazz cafe called 5 Spot, not New York, in Osaka. And he showed all the collection of the vinyl, and I Coltrane signed it. And I donated one of the collection, a Love Supreme original first pressing with the John Coltrane signing on, to the Smithsonian Institution in Washington, D.C. And the rest of all, I'm going to donate to the Coltrane Home in Texas, Long Island, in New York. And also when he came to Japan, he bought Japanese instruments, koto and shakuhachi, bamboo flute. And he practiced. but we don't know where it's gone. But then their family, they don't know where it's gone. But also all the audio equipment, brand new audio equipment, made in 1967. It's all gone. And also Jaguar, is a car, UK. It's gone. He bought everything because he became like one of the top artists for success, American Dream. But he died so young. I'm so sorry. So, but my mission is to preach his legacy to all young generation, next generation. That's why I became a volunteer for preserving Coltrane home, 2 houses, New York and Philadelphia. So I'm aboard of the Coltrane homes. And yes, home in New York and house in Philadelphia. Also, I have a house in Osaka. It's like it used to be a museum, but most of the collection now moving to New York. Yes, one by one. Every equinox I go to New York. So next will be March 2025. Yes, I'm going to have my lecture probably 7 times. One will be Philadelphia. It's a Johnson House. It's a legendary Johnson House. It's a kind of like a station of the Underground Railroad. It's not a subway. Mm-hmm. It's a runaway slave, slave takes the Underground Railroad to escape from south to north. It's a secret way of escaping from south to north. Yeah, it's not a real Underground Railroad, metro, no, nothing. Yes.
T'avais quelque chose à dire?
No, just because you were talking about the new generation. I think that's a good transition for. I don't know if you had a question about the.
Maybe an advice to the new generation.
Okay.
For example, Mahmoud is the future generation of musician, and what is your advice to the new generation to work on music and art in general?
And how to pursue their dreams.
Yes,
because it's a really hard work.
Well, I don't think so. Just for like you play very hard for playing, but for the ordinary people or young generation, just listen to the music of John Coltrane and see a movie, Chasing Train. You will see a lot about Coltrane. Who he was, okay? And yes, and also read a book. One of the best book about John Coltrane I recommend to you is written by Louis Porter, and also the discography and the discography and chronology combining one big book. I'm working now on for the 2nd edition, so it will be published early next year, 2025. It's going to be 1,000 pages, probably 3 kilograms. It's gonna be very heavy. The publisher is the name of the publisher is Routledge in London. So you will see our work, what we worked for John Coltrane. So the first edition was published in 2007, but it took 13 years. So since we were working, how many years more? 1990, probably. So how many years? 1990. 30, 35 years or something. Yes, we were working for 2 books, but I also written Japanese 2 books. Yeah, if you want You can read Japanese. Just check it out. Yes,
Yes.
I have.
In your car, maybe.
Yes, I have. No. I have. Probably. I got this. Yes, probably. Right here. Yes. Just check this out. This is a very small book, but one of the best selling and also the best publisher in Japan, Iwanami Shinsho is one of the best publisher, and it's like 200, how many pages? 200, yes, 40 pages. Yeah.
I will just take this in
Okay.
picture.
But all written in Japanese, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Maybe
No, it's
we will
okay.
have some people.
Yeah,
who
or you can buy 1,002 pages all written in English. Yeah, it's available early next year. We are working on almost a final,
version.
approaches. Yes. So.
Wow, thank you. But I hope people can read
Yes,
Japanese.
and also ask Christian. I gave him the photo album. So you will see from his 5th grade of elementary school. That was 1934, and until 67, I took the picture of his graveyard, like a stone for the grave. Yeah, so because I became one of the largest, I became one of the collector of the largest collection of the John Coltrane memorabilia, especially the photographs.
Wow.
So you will see lots of photographs. Yes. Whoops. I talk a lot. So.
Merci d'avoir regardé ou écouté ce podcast. J'espère qu'il vous aura plu. N'hésitez pas à nous donner votre avis en commentaire. En attendant, je vous dis rendez-vous soit en octobre, soit en novembre pour une nouvelle saison. En attendant, nous on prend des petites vacances durant lesquelles on enregistrera de nouveaux épisodes et on vous prépare de nouveaux contenus. À bientôt!